sample and it's attractive enough so they want it, but then there's confusion because they don't think that, oh, there could be different types of extractions. Like you can't just pull out my molar with the pair of forceps. So, and that may just be a lack of knowledge, not necessarily the website design or marketing or anything like that. But I think it's more lack of knowledge about how dentistry works.
Let me give you some feedback that's encouraging to know that you said about 80%. The number of clicks on the full fee schedule button is about 10%.
Yeah.
From the tracking with them, so that matches roughly the numbers.
And Ray, I don't know what that is. I think typically it's the analytical people that find the full schedule or call to find it, and I just don't feel like there are many analytical people that, like the majority of people are not analytical is what I'm trying to say. They see the general aspects of the plan and that's enough to get them on the plan or to pique their interest.
So would you say about 10% of the people you show the full schedule to? Well, or do you just...
Well, it depends. It depends, Kurt. Yeah, that's one of those things that I don't typically go to the full schedule. I think Jeremy will do that a lot, just to walk them through the plan and to show them the benefit of how much it actually gives savings on the coverage. But the many times that I've tried to do that, and it may just be the way I present that, it boggles people. They're like, oh my gosh, I've got to look through this whole list. There's more than 6 procedures that you can have done? Oh gosh. Okay, wait a minute. I'll call you back. And that doesn't happen. Or if it does, I don't talk to them. So it's just, it would just be kind of a coin toss with the person where they're at.
How many people I'm just curious about how many people buy not having found out if there's a dentist near them or if their dentist takes it or whatever. If someone just comes up and just has a few questions, non-dentist related, do you ever, before you go ahead and close, do you ever ask them if they've made sure that their dentist is on there and make sure that they looked at that?
Yeah, that's a good question, Aaron. And I would say with that, it really depends on the conversation. A lot of this is so relative. If I hear something from them as to whether or not they have a specific doctor that they're looking for, I always pull the list of doctors up in someone's area. One of the first questions I always ask them, if I do ask them a question, is what is your zip code? Always, and I pull it up because that's going to really influence how I present the plan to them. And I feel like it's kind of my obligation, especially if they haven't looked at the site a whole lot, to inform them about the network of doctors in their area regarding the plan. So I always do that. If they've given me some kind of information that, yeah, I have a doctor that I'm wanting to use, then I'll pull that up and I'll do that. If not, I'll just pull up the list and I'll give them the general number. Oh, we have several hundred doctors that work with our plan in your area, and you can go to any of those in the network. Now, if they object to that, let's say, oh, it's a network plan, then I'll ask, do you have a doctor? Yeah, okay, the reason why we have the network is because only those doctors are willing to lower their prices so you can save, things like that. So, but it just depends on the caller.
That's good.
For sure. Any other questions? Great questions, guys. Goodness. It's good.
Do you see a difference in, I don't know if this would be hard to answer, but do you see a difference in why people initially call and then why people end up buying? If they call because they have a need, but they buy because it's such a good deal or something like that.
I don't know if I've ever asked that question. And just initially, in response to it, I don't think very many people have ever bought for me that I did not address the need that they have. I don't know if there's been something that I've presented to them in the plan or regarding the plan or showed them on the website that all of a sudden became a greater good than the need that they initially have. I would just have to keep that in mind and kind of monitor that or analyze that as I talk to people. I just don't think that's really happened very much with me at all. So, But I think, though, kind of what I was talking about, if you talk about the specific need, but then you incorporate the other aspects of the plan into that and show how it's all connected, that reinforces, in my mind, the ability of the plan to meet that one specific need.
Mm-hmm.
So again, like if they need a root canal right away, yeah, we're going to save them 60% on it. But if they had to wait 6 months, that is of no benefit to them.
Yeah.
It really isn't. So not only are we going to save you that much, you can use it right away. And it only takes a few minutes to get signed up. Would that be helpful? And it just goes from there.
Anyone have one more question?